You know it, I know it, change takes time. But without awareness of what is going wrong and what you want and what you need, nothing will change ever. A person came to me and she said, Jasmin, something has to change. I don't know how, why, what, but something has to change. She showed me her blood test reports. It happened that the company offered this for free for their employees, and she did this for fun, just to see, because she hasn't done that for years. And then she came up with this blood test reports, and it was quite devastating. These results came up like BMI was 36, which is very high, very obese. Her body water was very low, 38%, and her body fat was 51%, which is going through the roof. And this is very alarming. And I sat with her and I said, so since when are you thinking of doing something? Because she reported she's not doing anything fitness-wise, she's not really moving, she's going in the cab, she's going to work, she's going in the cab, going home, and then she's doing quite nothing and, lying on the couch and going to bed. And she said, actually, since 2 years, I'm thinking to do something. And then I said, okay, what do you think was hindering you? And she said, Jasmin, I can't really tell you, but actually nothing was really so bad and so wrong. And then I said, okay, what was the one thing which brought you then finally here today to have a conversation with me? And she said, this blood test reports. And this was for her not really life-threatening, but this was very alarming because she had a chat with her doctor about that. And the doctor said, you have to do something, and you should do this very quickly because it's not getting any better if you're not moving. If you're not moving your body, if you're not changing your diet. So she came up to us and she read about the Change Me program, and we started that. And it was quite decent. Just to elaborate, we have meditation in this, we have life coaching, we have diet, the nutrition part, and we have fitness, the mindful fitness activities. And we just made a checkup of what's going on in her life. And she just put out in a log what she's eating for 7 days, what, how much, and at what time. And then we just reflected on that. And it came out on an average she ate 7 meals a day. Now let me tell you, a meal is also a cookie here and there, a coffee with milk or sugar or both, masala chai, small things munching, this counts as a meal. So she had 7. And we chatted a little bit and I said, please cut it down to 3. And she said, oh, okay, I can do that, I think I can do that, but why? And it is very clear, it is actually super simple, because when you constantly have a home delivery service, food, you're not going down to the cellar and then you start cooking, preparing and all of that, plus maybe buying groceries. Until unless you're dying, so you have so much passion for cooking. So, if the home delivery service is there, you're not going into some more action mode. Home delivery service means whatever the body has in the stomach, it's utilized and it's not going to the fat storage. Now, forcing the body to do so, we have to reduce the meals in a day. As simple as that. And by the way, nobody has ever written, like universe or God or whoever, however we have been created, that you should be filled in your stomach all the time. Now back many centuries, it was very much the opposite. So people have been jumping around our ancestors and looking for food, collecting berries, roots, hunting, eating that meat. So most of the time they had an empty stomach. They had a lot of, when we translate that, cardio exercises like hunting, and then sometimes there was nothing. They didn't get anything. And sometimes they did. There's like the reward for the body and restored the energy. Now, I told her to cut down to 3 meals in a day, 3 intakes, and also to add on in her logbook, to carry on for that 7 days again, writing down how she feels before and after she's eating. And before eating doesn't mean, oh, I'm hungry. Of course, she is hungry. But hunger for what? Is it really physical hunger, or is it hunger of rewarding her? Or is it because of loneliness? Or is it because of other reasons? Meanwhile, I told her, so how's the physical part? So about, medical issues, medical history, and it came out that everything was quite fine until, unless she had, a little knee problems, which hurt her a little bit here and there. And I told her to start walking for 15 minutes, 20 minutes every day, no matter what. Brisk walking. So she did. And furthermore, I told her, what about gym? Because we have beautiful gyms around. We have also, gyms which have good trainers, they have a good plan for them, they have steam sauna classes, whatever one wants. And I told her, reach out in the next 7 days, check out a couple of gyms, go there, have some trial, feel the area, the atmosphere, check out how is the program, and choose a gym for you. And then she did, and it moved on and on. So I told her always small things to add on or to exchange. So she reached from one level and she came to another, to another, to another higher. And I told her, listen, when you go to the gym, you do only cardio for the first month. And you do that in a way that you're not even getting breathless. And she said, Jasmin, do you think that's really then appropriate? Do you think really something will change? And I told her, see, when you have really sublime targets, you have to go slow. And especially if you're in a hurry, you have to go slow. That's a saying in Germany. Because the body has to be prepared. She always asks me why, and I love that. So the body has to be prepared because motivation level is that high and the body preparation is that low. Now we have to actually mingle and come a little closer towards each other. And that's why a lot of people sign up for their gyms for 1 year, they pay for that and they go for maximum 2 months. And they almost go every single day. The more the better, that's what they think. And the fitness trainers, they push them as well because they think if they feel really like crawling out of the gym, they have done a great job and the people are coming back. So one fine day they will not come back because the body is so exhausted. And this is really good because the body signals, I'm completely done, give me some rest. And rest is actually the time when muscles been built. So you need appropriate rest. Then we started talking about meditation. And meditation, I always advise to do this in the mornings and evenings. And evenings is about reflecting your day. What went really good, what went not so good, and you would change it if you would have the chance to do so. And asking yourself other relevant questions. It came out that at night, because she had long working hours means until 11 p.m. approx. Then she came home, she had dinner, which we also of course changed with the timings. And then she was sleeping around 1 or 2 o'clock. It came out that she felt at night really lonely, and that is why she also started eating at night. She had this night snack she didn't want to live without. And I told her, after having this snack, how do you feel? And she said, I feel much better. So I was digging a little deeper, and we realized that she actually really missed her mother, which she lost 2 years ago. And she didn't grieve, not in an appropriate manner. So she was still actually in a grief mode, unknowingly, and she subconsciously denied to really go through this process. She was stuck in some of the stages of grief. So we walked through that different stages. And as I said on the beginning, change takes time. So it took a while, but she did it. After 3 months, we did a lot of changes, and actually she did the changes. And me and my team, we just helped her throughout. So interestingly, and that's what I want you to know, because things like changing the diet, going to the gym regularly and all of that, it's not about the willpower. It is about how you're wired, what beliefs you have created and what habits, etc. Important is that you understand yourself and not forcing yourself to do something. Like if I would have told this client, you know what, just cut the meals at midnight or your night snacks. Maybe she would have done so for a little while, really forcing herself, and it wouldn't have solved the purpose. The purpose of eating the snack was to warm herself, to give her some self-love and these kind of things. And unless you find some different, better things to do, you can't just put it away. So we have to understand that, and this is part of life coaching. We will dig down into really understand what it is all about, what makes you do what you do. What is the background? Because subconsciously we're always trying to please ourselves and help ourselves. In Change Me, in the program, as I said, we do this in one-on-one. This is a 3-month program, and we do this also in corporates. And this is an 8-week program, and in a group. And it's amazing what effect it has, because people realizing they can't change overnight. I mean, one night might come, of course, but it's not the very first night you just thought about something, okay, let's change. You know, willpower, and then we're trying to do so and forcing ourselves for a little while, we become successful, and then we're just getting back to square one, or even worse. If you also want to change, to transform, reach out to professionals, seek out professional guidance. Reason why? 3 points for you. Number 1, you will not waste so much of your precious time in understanding, researching, finding out, talking to people, watching this video clip, reading this book, etc. Utilize the knowledge and experiences of pros. Second, in that way you will save a lot of your energy as well. And third, when you try to do all that stuff by yourself, it is devastating, and it costs you eventually your self-confidence, your self-esteem and your self-belief. And I don't want you to waste so much of your energy and life. So reach out to people who have a truly understanding and much experiences in this holistic approach to see your life as a whole. People coming to us, and I would like to see you as well in the program of Change Me, for yourself in a one-on-one, or maybe also for the corporates you're working in or with. Follow me on social media, stay updated, and also make up your comments. I would love to hear from you, and I hope I see you soon. Until then, have an amazing journey and an amazing transformation. Ciao.